Hello, my name is Jacek Żakowicz and I would like today to show you how to install and set up Nikon Prolock mount on the RED camera. The first thing we need to do is remove the PL mount from the RED camera. To do that we need a wrench. Now we're going to remove the mount, both the PL piece and there is an intermediate piece. And this one actually did not have the eye-pins hooked up. Now this is the Prolock mount. Get the screws. This is the Prolock mount. It just goes in place of the PL mount. On the back of it there are several pockets milled out. The pockets are to accommodate this part of the eye-pin connector that sticks out. And there are several of them so you can mount the Prolock in different orientations. You can mount them like you would originally have a Nikon mount and a Nikon lens with the index ring pointing up. Put the Nikon mount on and then look for the mounting holes in the camera front, and I can see them now. I'm gonna grab the mounting screw and just insert the first one. I have to hold on to the mount while I'm doing it, otherwise it will fall off. So just gonna insert it and I'm just gonna finger tighten the screw in the first hole. Now I don't have to hold on to it anymore. The second one, I always do opposite. Just have it, again, finger tight. I'm just gonna put 4 of them on. You can put 4 or 8. It doesn't really need more than 4, but some people like it really secure, so they would put all 8 holes. So now as you can see, the locating pin on the mount is about 4:30 position, 4:30 on the clock as you're looking at the clock face, which means that our index ring on the lens is going to come up at about 1:30 at the operator side, which is a good place to be because it could be easily seen by the operator when they're pulling focus. So now I'm going to take a Tokina 11-16. To do that, we look at the index ring on the lens, which is right here, and we line it up with the orange dot on the mount. And then before we do that, we're going to make sure that both locking tab and the iris ring are turned all the way back counterclockwise. So now I lined up roughly, the lens goes in, and I'm turning it counterclockwise until I feel the locating pin snap into the slot in the lens. That means that the lens is mounted properly, is located properly. To make sure of that, I will wiggle it while I'm pushing it slightly against the flange of the mount, and it shouldn't move. Now I'm just going to take the locking tab and lock the lens. The lens is locked. As you can see, it's solid, and now this mount has a iris control feature built in and on the floating ring. So I'm just gonna put it here where I can see it, and each mount has a calibrated iris ring that has stops from 1.4 to 22. All these stops are there so you can use this mount and roughly estimate the stop you're at with the iris ring on the mount. What you do is you loosen this red knob, and depending on what lens you're using, this is a lens with a 2f with an f2.8 stop. So you would turn it clockwise on its wide open position and line up your 2.8 mark with your index mark on the camera body, and now lock it with the red knob, and from now on all your stops will be pretty much correct. So when it shows that you are at f11 or f16, that's where you're going to be on the lens, even though there is no iris ring on the lens. So basically that's the basic operation of the Nikon Prolock mount.